Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a growth stock that looks like it wants to recover and turn to the long side, and why you should be keeping it on your watch list for the next few weeks. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in yesterday's pre-market analysis video. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Let me change the scene right off the bat. Okay, we had a very interesting day on Thursday. All right, today's Friday, but we had an interesting day on Thursday. My drawings are still on the chart again. As you can see, the market was kind of like it was just playing around the floor here, this entire region, right around here. And I did tell y'all specifically that if the market does not collapse below that floor, that you should not be too worried. And fortunately for us, the stock went exactly as predicted over here. It took option number two, a more extended option, a more extended version of option two, and it went right up to these levels. And honestly, I think it looks great for a continuation to the upside. So we might see 3,800 coming up next week. I will address this again on Sunday when the futures market opens. But for the stock for this video, that stock is CRM. And a lot of you have been asking me about CRM, whether it is, you're asking if it's time to buy yet. And honestly, I think it may be time to get in. Again, this is my very honest opinion. I like the stock the way it is. It had a very bearish triple top over here, right? The triple top was over here. And I did give you a warning not to go in long or short because it had earnings. But again, I'll let y'all know that I was kind of bearish because this thing was clean. And through earnings, it collapsed. And it stayed down over here for a very long time. All right, it's been about a month since it's been down here. It hasn't been going anywhere. The longs and the short has not been winning at all. And honestly, I actually like it right now because of what it's forming. Let me change this thing to the 4 hour, right? Because of what is forming on the 4 hour, I actually like this reverse head and shoulders. I like the fact that a lot of buyers stepped in here and just kept buying more and more. Let me just circle that entire thing. And now it looks like a hammer on a daily chart, which I like a lot. So watch this thing for a move to the upside near the neckline, near around 230, maybe 235, maybe. The market is bullish right now. It's looking bullish, but I honestly think that there may be a very drastic pullback coming up very soon. So just be on the lookout for that and be careful as we're moving on upwards, right? Don't get too hopeful because that might not last for too long and you should be very, very ready to go shorts, all right? But as of right now, we're all bullish, okay? We're very bullish on this thing. So watch this one for a potential move to the upside next week. So now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest, all right? The very first one that we're going to be addressing in this video is SVE. In SVE, it had a nice move, all right? There was a lot of money to be made here, and if you made money on this, congratulations. I'm just going to share my very honest opinions of the stock. Personally, I'm actually bearish on it. I actually want this thing to collapse. I do. I really do. I wouldn't buy the dip here. It's not looking too great. There is a bearish engulfing candle on the chart, and it came down. It tried to bounce up, but then again, it failed. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. It's not looking too great. It looks kind of weak here. Like worst, best case scenario for the short sellers who are probably already shorting this thing is that it tries to make another move back up here to like 41.50 and then fail again and then collapse on Tuesday all the way down to like $34. Maybe even lower, probably around $30. Best case scenario for the shorts, all right? So again, since I am short bias on this one, all I can tell the longs is just be careful on it, all right? And don't be surprised to see this thing collapse, all right, very soon. My very honest opinion of it, okay? The next one that we're going to be looking at is Wayfair. And Wayfair has been a monster stock for a while, okay? And right now, is it good for, again, this is a growth stock, another growth stock on top of CRM. This is a growth stock. If you look at it on the weekly, right? Let's zoom out here. There is a nice uptrend over here. Very nice uptrend. I just drew a line right in the middle of everything. So the way it's looking right now, I will be happy to consider this for a move up if it can drop just a little bit lower. All right. If it can drop all the way down to like 210, maybe, yeah, to around like 209 or 210, and then holding up strong before going back up towards 235 or 260 even, then I will consider this for a long and for a move up to like 300. But as of right now, again, I wanted to drop some more. I want this thing to collapse. I wouldn't dip by it here. All right, it's on a nice steady downtrend. So be very careful, especially for if you're trying to dip by this thing early. If you go in too early, you will get crushed. So in this situation, like you just want to be patient with it and just take what the market gives you. I want this thing to drop down over here. All right, to like to around like 200, between 200 and 210. I want it to drop there, and then I want to see what it does. Okay, that is my very honest opinion of it. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next stock. The next stock that we're going to be looking at is CRSP. And CRSP, which is CRISPR Therapeutics. Personally, the way I look at this thing, this looks like a nice opportunity for short sellers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got in short here. Like, as soon as it dropped here, I know some people loaded up, right? And then when it bounced up, I'm sure a lot of short sellers, some of the short sellers got scared and got out, and then it came back down again. And these same individuals probably added again, right? So again, watch this thing for a potential drop. Watch it for a potential drop. I'm not too hopeful about it. It's been up for a long time. Let's look at it on the weekly, right? It went from $33 all the way up to $182 in a very short amount of time. And if you look at the weekly, there's a dark cloud cover on here. Dark cloud cover. Not very appealing. So again, just expect a little pullback on this one for sure. Like this looks really good for short sellers. I'm not gonna lie, it really does. So be careful to the longs. Again, longs, be careful about this. Manage your risk accordingly, and just know that I'm bearish on the stock. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one. The next one that we're gonna look at is PENN. And PENN, I'm also bearish on the stock. I want the stock to collapse down even lower, probably to around like $75, maybe even lower, but like minimum 75. This is not looking good. Short sellers are not letting go of the stock. Again, like there is a lot of stocks that will probably be dropping within the next few days. So just be careful. All right. Another one that I want to share with all of you, that one is Peloton. Let's talk about Peloton really quick. All right. And Peloton, again, if you're holding long and you have high hopes for the stock, be careful because this looks really, really good for short sellers. Again, I know this video is kind of bearish, but again, y'all asking about these stocks, and they look pretty good for short sellers. So it's important for me to share this and share my very honest opinions on them because they look good. They look good for short sellers. So be careful to the longs. All right, a pullback down to 139 here wouldn't surprise me at all. And then what happens after that, we'll see again. If it makes another pattern, whether it's bullish or bearish, I would cover it. All right, but as of right now, it's not looking too great. This was easy money. For those of y'all who have been following the channel, this move right here, I told y'all that it will take out short sellers from the 140 area, right? We were long here. We were long. And then it moved up, and a lot of people made a lot of money. Great. And I'm sure the same people, just like all of us, who made money on this thing are selling. All right. And this is looking good for short sellers. So be careful for anybody who is going long on this one. And I also have to say, be very careful if you're still long on Chewy, right? If you're still long on Chewy, this is not good. This is really, really not good. It might collapse just a little bit more towards like $80. All right, I'm also bearish on Chewy. And I've been bearish ever since we reached the price target of 110, which for all of you who have been following the channel, I made this stock is going to go parabolic about Chewy, and it went parabolic. It reached the price target, and then immediately people just started selling. It was, yeah. If you were able to make money on the way down, congratulations. Just like if you were able to make money on the way down on apps, which we also talked about and made money on this channel from like $60 all the way down to 50. You were supposed to get out of apps because right now, I mean, it's still overpriced, but it looks like the buyers are holding strong. Again, I'm answering the questions for somebody who actually asked about apps. It looks pretty strong. Like if you got in long here, right, and then at the price target, you decided to go short, which I actually did. Um, you were supposed to get out right here, right? And then the stock was very generous enough, like super generous, to give you another chance to get out right here. Because that's a lot of money from $50 all the way, from $60 all the way down to 60. That's like $10 in premium. And I know these contracts were expensive. They were around $400. And then when they got $10 in the money, those contracts were about $12 to $1,300 each. Y'all, you were not supposed to be greedy on this one. That was good money. Okay, so you were not supposed to be greedy. It gave another chance and again another chance to get out. And then the next day, for people who were still like holding short, this was like seriously, you should really get out. And then it just went on a nice run and just squeezed everybody out. Okay, so where's it gonna go next? Honestly, I'm very patient. Again, I'm very patient. I'm not shorting this thing. I'm on the sidelines. I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity to go back in short again. Yeah, so that's my very honest opinion of apps. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. If you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Sunday in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released every single day from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to the market, this is a new year and you want to learn a new skill and you want to get started in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes to sign up with everything you need to get started trading today. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Happy New Year's to everybody. This was a great year, very lucrative year, and I hope we keep going on this trend and that we keep making money as we move on into 2021 and beyond. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.